I had some questions in one of my videos about this little saw that I was using to cut my wallboard and to cut out around for the electrical outlet boxes and whatnot. This is a Mastercraft. I forget what they call it. I call it a trim saw. And I bought it at Canadian Tire on special. In fact, they have them on special right now. I think they're $39.95. So you can check that out if you want. It's a decent saw. It's got a fair amount of weight to it. It draws 2.3 amps, so it's not just a Mickey Mouse motor in it. It's got an on-off button on the top, but it's also variable speed here at the back. You'll see, right? So that's max and min, and it locks in the max position, so you can set it on max. So you don't have to worry about it coming out of that position. And it'll take an assortment of blades on the cutting end of it and the business end. When I bought this kit, it came with, well, a blade like this, and that's I don't know what you'd use that for. That's the beauty of this saw. You'll get many places where a normal saw won't, and it'll cut, because the blade is offset. Excuse me. It'll cut flush with the floor. In fact, that's why I bought this. I put laminate flooring in the camp, and I had to cut out my door jambs. So I just put a little piece of I don't know, I forget what it was I put down, cardboard maybe even, or box board, and I just set my saw on that, and I could cut right under the jamb, and then the excuse me, the laminate floor fit under it perfect. It was great. But anyway, it also had this little blade with it, and that's a very fine tooth, almost, well, I don't know what you cut with that, but anyways, you could cut something with it. It also came with this triangular shaped sanding disc with a sanding pad. Now, where'd the sanding pad go? I don't know. Sanding pad's around here somewheres. Missing in action right now. Oh, here it is. Look. Actually came with several sanding pads. There's about 3 of them, and they're all different grits. So that's decent. They plug right on there, and away you go. You can sand with it. It also came with this neat little blade. Hard to see it in the plastic. I haven't even opened it yet, but it's just a shear edge, sharp edge scraper blade. So that's great for, like, if you want to go, say, get tiles up or scrape up some flooring or something, you can put that scraper blade under there. And what happens is this head just oscillates back and forth, so it should go right in there. What I did though, this blade is getting pretty well wore out from just well, not just that little bit of cutting. I had used this on a lot of other projects. So anyway, she just about wore out. The way you change the blade, it comes with an Allen screw or an Allen wrench. You just, whoopsie, you just loosen that. That little washer slides up, and you'll see the ends of them here are kind of U-shaped. So that means you just take your blade. Make sure you put the offset down, not like I just tried to do there. So the offset goes down and it locks in place. There's, we'll just show you here. What you'd call the arbor, I guess, of the blade. There's some keys machined into that. So the blade just sets in there, right? And it locks it. You can set it like on angles if you wanted to cut on an angle. Somehow, if I could see good. Look, you can put it on the side. I think you can put it at 45 and at 90. Anyway, so it's pretty versatile when it comes to that. And the beauty is you don't have to take this this top clamp washer and arbor it off. You just leave that on. So we'll put that on there, and we'll pretend like we know what we're doing and lock that in the grooves. Like that. Put a little snug on her, and there we go. Now to run it, and it's surprising how quick that cuts. Now I also noticed on these blades that I bought, if you're looking at making a depth cut, there's measurements on the sides here, which are kind of handy. I never noticed that when I bought them, but they come in handy. Like when I was cutting that wallboard, The reason I used this saw is because I didn't want to make deep cuts, because I knew there was wire in there, but I didn't know exactly where, so I just wanted to cut through the surface. So this was able to make a nice cut, and now I can even measure my depth. It's variable speed. So that's a plus too. So anyway, nice little saw, handy. It is heavy, but that means it's beefy. So I recommend it.